everyone, my name is Shelby Roy and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to play Mexican Train. Mexican Train is a domino game where you create a train to run out of your domino pile. Like most domino games, you're trying to run out of your dominoes first. That's kind of how Mexican Train works. You're trying to run out of your dominoes first by creating a train of dominoes. So the materials you're going to need for this game, you need a double 12 set domino. This came with this piece for Mexican Train, which you don't technically have to have this piece, but it keeps things organized because this is where the lead domino goes and this is where the trains can branch off from. And it also came with four handy dandy little trains. They're really cute. Let's get started. Like I said before, the goal of the game is to completely run out of your dominoes. You're going to be the first person to run out of your dominoes. And that is because if you're playing this game in multiple rounds, however many dominoes you have at the end, you'll count up the individual numbers. This is a 12 and a 3. So that would be 15 points on this domino alone. What you do at the end is the person that wins gets 0 points and everybody else counts up however many points there are on their dominoes. We would record it. Technically, it's not just like 1 point to the winner. It's you're trying to have the lowest score. There will be a first, second, third, fourth place, whatever. It's not just one winner and a bunch of losers. Let's get into how you can do this. The round always starts with the highest double domino. So if you're starting the first round, you want to start with the double 12 domino. And then after this round, you'd go down to the double 11 domino. And after that round, you go to the double 10 domino, and etc. You want to start with this domino, and it goes in the middle of this little piece like that. I mentioned earlier creating a train. It's in the name. How you do this is you branch dominoes off of the leading domino. What I mean by branching a domino is it'll branch off of it if one of the sides matches the domino. To start a train at the beginning of a round, you're gonna have to start it with a 12. Or if it's an 11, it's an 11. It just has to match whatever is in the middle. And then you can go off of there. Here, we have a 12 and a 4. This 4, 10 can branch off of that. And then this 10, 7 can branch off of that. So here's a demonstration of what this looks like. You see we have the double 12 right here. The 12 connects to the double 12 with a 4 on its side. And then we have a domino with a 4 that connects to that, a 10 on its other side, another domino with a 10 and a 7 on that side. And you could branch off of this and continue. So we have a double now. We're going to turn it on its side. There is a special rule with doubles. The double dominoes have to have a follower domino. So if you're going to play a double, you can't just play one double. You have to have its matching. And just like any other domino, we have the double 7 right here and a 7. It has to be a 7 to match it up. If it's my turn and I'm going to play a double, I'm going to double and I have to play a 7. If I'm not able to cover it, that's where there's issues. You can play a double, but if you're not able to cover that double, you have to draw from the bone pile and try, but if you can't, your train goes up. And I'll talk about what this means in a little bit. Then the next person goes, and it's up to everyone around the circle to be able to cover that one. If they can't cover it, they have to draw, their train goes up. So it's really kind of a pain whenever people play a double domino. So I mentioned a second ago that a train goes up. Train is at the top of your domino train. Anyone can play off of your train until you take the domino off. Toy train goes up if you're not able to play and you have to draw a domino from the bone pile. All that to say, you want to keep from putting your train up so you can have your personal domino. Also, that means that you're having to draw dominoes, which is not good. So I have all the dominoes shook and ready to go. I went ahead and drew 12 for myself because I usually play with my family of 5. If you're playing with 5 or 6 players, you get 12. If you're playing with 4 players, you get 15 each. And if you're playing with 7 or 8 players, you get 10 each. So I went ahead and drew my 12. Before gameplay actually happens and turn play happens, you're gonna go ahead and look at the dominoes that you have and formulate a train. Everybody will be doing this at the same time. It just kind of gives a little bit of a head start so that the round doesn't take 20 hours because you're trying to get rid of 12 dominoes. That's my bone pile. Very, very, very large bone pile. Looks like I'm only able to play 5 of my dominoes. I have a 12-4 right here, a 4-10 connecting to that, a 10-7 connecting to that, a double 7 connecting to that, and a 7-1 connecting to that. It's a little crooked, but this is what it should look like. Mine is a little short, but it may be longer, it may be shorter. It kind of just depends on the luck of the draw. So once everyone has laid out their personal dominoes, you'll have this middle piece and you'll have trains branching out in each and every direction. This is when turn play begins. The person that shook the dominoes, it's going to be the person to the left of them that starts the turn play, and then it'll go in a clockwise position. So if I was the one that shook it, the person this way to me would, or at least from my angle. What happens in your turn is you're just trying to build up your train. You have your personal train that you can play off of, but it's likely that you can't if you've played all the dominoes you can on your train. But there is one train that is available to everyone all the time, and that is called the caboose train. Caboose is going to be a train that you can put in any of these slots that aren't being used, or if you don't have one of these, you can put it off to the side, whatever you want to do. Anyone can play off of this. It has to be started with a 12 or with whatever matches the lead domino first, but it can be played off of anyone all the time. There doesn't have to be a train up. You just have to have the right domino and it should go in sequence. And other than that, you can either play off of your train, the caboose train, or anyone's domino train that has a toy train on it. So I mentioned earlier what it means to have a toy train up and what it means to not. Whenever you put your toy train up, these come into play whenever you're in trouble, meaning you couldn't play anywhere, you had to pull a domino from the pile, your train goes up. And that makes it public for everyone to play off of. Your train is able to come down off of your domino train whenever you are able to successfully play a domino. So even if you draw a domino and you can play it, so you draw, you get that lucky draw and you're able to play it off of your train, another player's train with a toy train up or the caboose, you don't have to put up your train. Next time you play a domino, your toy train comes down. Ultimately, this is how you play the game. You just keep that turn play up around and around until someone runs out of dominoes, and then at the end, you add up the amount of dominoes that you have, but not just the amount of dominoes, the amount of dots on your dominoes. Just a little strategy involved is whenever you're doing turn play, you want to get rid of all the dominoes with the higher dots first. Obviously, if you can't get rid of those and it's more convenient to get rid of the other ones, then you kind of have to do that just so you can get rid of your dominoes faster. But it's always helpful if you have a bunch of dominoes with low numbers versus a few dominoes with really high numbers, because those points can add up fast, and ultimately you want to be with the person with the least. So I hope this helps, and I hope this was very clarifying of how to play this game, and have tons of fun.